There is a machine running inside your head right now, and its entire job is to make sure you never feel satisfied. Not once, not ever. And the cruelest part is that it works best when things are going well. Think about the last thing you really wanted. The phone, the car, the promotion, the apartment. Remember how you felt in the days before you got it, that specific ache, the certainty that this finally was the thing that would make you feel like you'd arrived, and then you got it. And for about 2 weeks, maybe 3, it was glorious. You caught yourself smiling at it, and then it just became the phone, the car, the desk you sit at every day. The ache didn't go away. It just quietly picked a new target and started aiming. You've done this your whole life, and you're about to do it again with whatever you want next. The question is, why? Why the good feeling always drains out, no matter how big the prize? And the answer is stranger than you're just ungrateful, because it turns out this isn't a flaw in you, it's a feature. Your brain is doing exactly what it was built to do. You just weren't supposed to notice. Let me show you the machine directly. Psychologists have a name for it, hedonic adaptation, or more famously, the hedonic treadmill. And there's one study that makes it impossible to unsee. In 1978, researchers tracked 2 groups of people. The first group had just won large sums in the lottery. The second group had recently become paralyzed in accidents, people who had lost the use of their legs. Now, before I tell you the result, your gut already has a prediction. The lottery winners must be flying. The other group must be devastated. That's obvious. Here's what they actually found. Within a matter of months, the lottery winners were not significantly happier with their everyday lives than a normal person. And more shocking, they reported taking less pleasure from ordinary things. A good meal, a compliment, a nice morning. Winning had turned up the volume on their baseline so high that normal life now sounded like a whisper. Meanwhile, the group who'd been paralyzed while they had, of course, suffered, had adapted far more than anyone predicted and rated their expected future happiness surprisingly close to average. Both groups, after the wave passed, had drifted back toward roughly where they started, as if there were a thermostat inside each of them, quietly resetting the temperature back to their personal default, no matter what happened in the room. That's the treadmill. You take a step up, new job, new stuff, new relationship, and for a moment you rise. But the machine notices the new height, and it moves the floor up to meet you. Now you're standing at the new level, feeling exactly as you did before, already scanning for the next step. You're walking as hard as you can, and the scenery never changes. You are running to stay in the same place. And this is where a man who died almost 2,000 years ago walks in and says the thing nobody wants to hear. His name was Epictetus. He was born a slave. And he said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Read that again slowly, because it's not a poster quote, it's an equation. He's saying satisfaction is a fraction. What you have divided by what you want. And everyone spends their entire life obsessed with the top number. Get more. Add more. Stack the have higher and higher. But the fraction doesn't care, because every time you increase what you have, that ache, remember the ache, quietly increases what you want to match it. Top number goes up, bottom number goes up, the fraction stays exactly the same. That's the treadmill written as math. But there's a second number, and almost nobody touches it. You can also make the fraction bigger by shrinking the bottom by wanting less. And here's the part that flips the whole thing. Chasing more is temporary, because the machine always adapts and cancels it out. But wanting less isn't something you adapt away from. It's not a prize, the thermostat resets. It's a change in the thermostat itself. One path is a treadmill, the other is reaching down and turning the machine off. Now, I need to be honest with you, because there's a cheap version of this idea and I don't want to sell it to you. This is not money doesn't matter, be happy with nothing. That's a lie rich people tell poor people. The research is clear that having enough to not fear rent, not panic over a medical bill, not lie awake over groceries that genuinely lifts well-being, and going from broke to stable is one of the biggest happiness upgrades a human being can get. The treadmill isn't the whole story down there. The treadmill is what kicks in after enough. It's the person with the nice car who now needs the nicer car. The comfortable person who feels poor scrolling past someone more comfortable. The trap isn't wanting things. The trap is the belief that the next thing is the one that finally stops the ache, when the ache is the one thing guaranteed to survive the purchase. And here's the twist that turns this from an interesting fact into something that quietly rearranges how you look at your own life. The same adaptation that steals the shine from every new thing you buy, that machine runs in reverse, too. It's also the reason you stopped noticing the things you already have. The roof over your head that once would have felt like a miracle. The person next to you who you once could not believe said yes. The body that works, the hot water, the full fridge, all of it, dim to invisible by the exact same thermostat, because you adapted to them too. You didn't lose your good things. You just stopped seeing them. Which means gratitude isn't some soft, decorative virtue. It's a technical countermeasure. It is the one deliberate act that pulls a thing back out of the background and lets you actually see it again, that forces the machine, for a moment, to stop hiding what's right in front of you. Wanting less and noticing more turn out to be the same move, aimed at the same machine, from two different directions. So no, the next thing isn't going to fix it. Neither was the last thing. There's a small, quiet man from 2,000 years ago standing at the end of your shopping list, and he's not telling you to want nothing. He's telling you the ache was never a signal that you're missing something. It's just the sound the machine makes, and you can leave it running and chase it forever. Or you can notice it, shrug, and finally stop walking. The treadmill only wins if you keep running. You can just step off. It was never actually attached to your legs.